This is Keith Kelly, Director of Athletics Communication here at Hendrix College, and I have alongside me first-year head volleyball coach Brittany Newberry. Coach Newberry, you've only coached 8 games at Hendrix, and you have a near-perfect record. Just give your thoughts on the season thus far.
First off, I've got to give all the credit to the girls and the effort they've put in over preseason and in these preseason tournaments. One thing that's been big about this team is everybody's bought in, all 21 players. Whether they're seeing the court or not, you can tell that everybody's bought into what we want to accomplish this season, and that's a huge start. And I think that's a testament to why we are 7-1 to start out. And that one loss, I wish I could have it back. We lost in the 5th, 16-14. So it was a hard fought loss, but the girls played hard and they're putting forth the effort to get better every day. So I definitely think they're the ones that deserve all the credit for that.
You mentioned a 7-1 record. It's the best record ever in program history, which is really impressive, especially coming from a first-year coach, regardless of how long of a tenure you've had here. You guys started out the season in Texas in the Austin College Invitational. Started out 4-0, swept everybody except for one team. Austin College is a really good team. Beat them in 5, and then ended up, obviously, you mentioned the game against Newberry here. But after your loss, and in the loss, you had a freshman that finished with 40 assists, but the next day you got to avenge them and play them again and beat them in straight sets, and also beat CBC again in 3 sets in back-to-back days. Talk about overcoming adversity and facing them in a back-to-back in less than 12 hours and beating them, not just beating them, but beating them pretty bad. Can you give your thoughts about that?
Mm-hmm. I think one thing that I try to communicate to these players all the time is, this is not a game of failure, this is a game of opportunity. And every time that you make a mistake or every time that we maybe fall short, we have to look at it as the next thing in front of me is an opportunity to bounce back and to respond. And I think, we focus on every time we come out of a timeout, how are we going to respond, whether we call it or they call it. We want to respond great out of a timeout and look at it as opportunity to do things better. And I think that's how they responded. We came back the next day and they saw it as opportunity to step up and redeem ourselves and correct maybe some mistakes that we had made before. And I can't speak enough about Claire. I think she's done an incredible job as a freshman stepping in. She came from a great club, has been trained really well, and that shows. So she definitely has stepped up as a freshman and leading this team and really, really training hard. And she gets in here and works hard on extra reps and stuff like that, and it's showing.
Now, you've got most of the non-conference games out of the way. We open the Southern Athletic Association season tonight, posting this tomorrow. We play Rhodes tonight at 7 o'clock. Just give a little bit, not trying to give too much away from your game plan, but give a little bit of an insight or scouting report, not too in-depth, but just give a small brief preview on the Lynx.
The Lynx is a good team. They're headed up by a great coach, and I think they've gotten better throughout preseason. They ended this past weekend 4-0, so that's a testament to the hard work they're doing as well. I think we're going to have our hands full, but at the same time, I really tell my girls, and what I want to focus on is what we're doing on our side of the court. And so it doesn't really matter who we face. We want to take care of business on our side of the court, and I think we do that. We're successful.
Sounds good. You've heard it here, folks. This has been the second week of our Hendrix Warriors Coaches Show. Mama told me not to